Welcome back to the channel. Today I want to talk about why console gaming will never die and why consoles are better than PCs. So consoles like the PS5 and Xbox Series X have been around for a long time, as with PC gaming, but as the years go by, people have predicted that consoles may no longer be relevant because of the PC, but as with the PS4, Nintendo Switch and now the PS5 has shown, they're here to stay. With record sales numbers topping the charts month after month, with the PS4 being the most popular console of the 8th generation, with a lifetime sales of 115 units sold, with the Nintendo Switch coming a close second with almost 90 million units sold, with Xbox One being, well, third. Question remains, why do people still buy consoles when they can just build or buy a PC? Well, there are a few reasons. For starters, consoles are more affordable, with high-end PCs costing a lot. Yes, I know there are cheap pre-built PCs out there, but pre-builds aren't always reliable, and they often have something wrong with them, with some of the components not being installed properly, missing a few parts, and having less than desirable performance most of the time. But with consoles, that's not an issue. With them, they work right out of the box. You can't really upgrade the components, but they do offer a more streamlined experience. But sometimes console manufacturers will release a more updated slash more powerful version of the same console, like with the PS4 and Xbox Series X. I mean Xbox One X. I know with PC you can actually upgrade and change the components, but it's not as simple as that. You still have to think about what type of CPU you're gonna need, and what type of motherboard, what type of GPU, and how much RAM you're gonna need. And not all components are actually the same. Like, which processor are you gonna go with? Are you gonna go with the Intel or AMD processor? And which version of that processor are you gonna go with? Are you gonna go with an i5 5th gen or a more modern 10th gen? To the casual person, they won't know the difference between the two. All they know is that it's an Intel processor and that's it. And that goes same for the GPU. Some people don't really think about what type of GPU they should get. With NVIDIA, their naming convention is kind of straightforward. So you have the RTX series, which consists of the RTX 2060 and the RTX 2070. The casual person would realize that this one is more powerful than the other one, but don't even get me started with the naming conventions for the AMD. Another thing that makes consoles desirable are the games. Each platform has exclusive games like Mario and the Legend of Zelda games for the Nintendo, a bunch of games for PlayStation, Forza Horizon series, the Gears of War series, and the Halo series for Xbox. They generally take full advantage of the hardware and show the power of each console, and you end up with titles such as the Marvel Spider-Man for the PS4, the Uncharted series, the Halo series, and all of the Mario and Zelda series. These games are the best of the best of each console, and they generally have positive reception from game critics and also from audience themselves. And some are even classified as best game of all time. Looking at you, Breath of the Wild. Another thing is the prices of the games. With PC being all digital, there aren't a lot of physical discs lying around anymore. And with that, they generally cost more in terms of prices. They don't generally go down, as they only get affordable with sales and discounts from the likes of the Steam sales and the Epic Game Store sales. With consoles, the games are more cheaper as the prices go down, as you can get a used copy of, let's say, Black Ops 3 for the cheap, while on Steam it still costs full price for the same game. Speaking of which, that moves us to the next topic, which is stores. With modern consoles, some games are downloaded digitally, but they're all in one place, unlike on PC where there are a lot of stores to choose from. You've got Steam, the Epic Game Store, the Ubisoft Store, EA, and bunch more that I can't really think of right now, but these are the more notable stores on PC anyway. You can buy some games in the same store, but that goes into the next problem, which is launchers. To the uninitiated, launchers are applications that help launch a game. For example, when you buy a Ubisoft game on Steam, not only do you actually need to open Steam, but also it requires you to actually open Uplay, which is Ubisoft's own launcher, which takes a while as you need to log into Uplay aside from your Steam account. Same goes for EA games, as they also have their own launcher called Origins, and it takes a long time for a game to actually launch. But you don't have that problem with consoles, as they just open straight into the game, as don't have they don't need to open 3 programs just to run a game. So those are kind of my thoughts on why console gaming are better than PC. So comment down below if you have any more comments or if you think PCs are better than consoles. So if you have your thoughts, leave them in the comments below and leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more videos from me. Thanks and have a nice day.